This channel is about surviving rotator cuff surgery as a single adult. In these videos, I talk about what it was like to have rotator cuff surgery. More importantly, I talk about my experiences from the perspective of a single adult. I'm 66 years old, recently divorced, and I live alone. I've exercised all of my life, mainly through weightlifting, running, doing yoga, and riding a Peloton bike. Now, my shoulder pain started about 10 years ago. X-rays and a CAT scan showed that I had a calcium buildup in my left shoulder, and this was causing an impingement. This means that whenever I would raise my arm or lift my arm over my head, this calcium buildup would cut into my shoulder tendon. In the last 6 months, the pain really became unmanageable, and so I opted to have rotator cuff surgery. My orthopedic surgeon removed the calcium deposit that was causing the impingement, and then he repaired the tear in my rotator cuff tendon. Now, as you're watching, if you find any value in this video, I hope you'll give it a thumbs up. This will help other people who are having rotator cuff surgery find these videos. Also, be sure to stick around until the end of the video because I'm going to point you to a couple of resources that I've created. These resources will help you prepare for surgery, and then they will help you to recuperate safely and with less effort. Now, after surgery, your arm is going to be in a sling from between 4 and 6 weeks, and this will make it so that you have to perform all of your daily activities with just one arm. Now, patients usually have family or friends to help them with their daily activities after surgery. But in my case, since I'm divorced, I wouldn't have anybody here to help me out. Fortunately, my ex-wife agreed to come and stay with me for a week or so. But instead of having her help me with all of my daily activities, I told her that I wanted to do everything myself. In this way, I would find out what type of problems I would have recuperating by myself. And I could then think about how I could get around those problems. And if I got stuck, I would have her here to help me out. And sure enough, I did get stuck. On the day after surgery, I was putting on my shirt. And while I got the arm that had been operated on through the sleeve, my other arm got stuck in its sleeve, and my head was poking halfway through the neck, and I was all caught up, and I literally couldn't get the shirt off. And so I called out to my wife. She came into the bedroom, she got me all untangled, and we had a good laugh about it. So in these videos, I'm going to take you through what it was like to recuperate after rotator cuff surgery, day by day and week by week. And in this way, you'll have some idea of what to expect when you have rotator cuff surgery. I'll also tell you about some of the problems that I ran into and how I got around those problems so that you can avoid those problems when you have your surgery. And as I said before, while these videos will be useful to anybody who's having rotator cuff surgery, I think they'll be especially useful to those of you who live alone and are going to be recuperating from rotator cuff surgery by yourself. Now, I'll post one video for each day in the first week after surgery, because I think that first week is the hardest week. Then I'll post one video a week in the weeks after that first week. Now, I didn't have the idea to create this channel until after I had surgery. So the videos weren't shot on the exact day they correspond to. However, I took a lot of notes each day, and I used those notes when I made the videos for each day. If you have any questions about the recuperation process, or if you would like me to create a video on a certain topic, leave a comment below. Now, one thing I want to emphasize is that you should not expect that your recuperation process will be the same as mine. Don't expect to experience all of the things that I've experienced or to progress at the same rate that I've progressed. Because after all, we've all had different types of rotator cuff surgeries. We're of different ages, we have different levels of fitness, we have different pre-existing medical conditions, and most importantly, we've seen different surgeons who have different levels of skill. They may have different surgical techniques, and they may have different approaches to physical therapy. So while we're all on the same journey, our journeys may look a little different. Now at the beginning of this video, I said that I've created a couple of resources that may be of interest to you. The first is a list of 45 different things that you may want to have on hand in your home before you have surgery. These things will make it easier for you to perform your daily activities, and they will help you to recuperate safely. I've also created a list of 28 different things that you may want to do before you go to have surgery. I know that if I had had these two lists, I would have saved myself a lot of time and energy and anxiety. These two lists are available for a modest cost on my website, which I'll link to in the description below. Now again, if you like this video, I hope you'll hit the subscribe button so that you'll be notified when new videos appear. And hit the like button too. That'll help other people who are having rotator cuff surgery find these videos. Now if you want to see what surgery day was like, click the link to the video on this screen. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.